Hello everyone, my name is Bret. Sometimes I wear a beret, and sometimes I do a narration. This is footage from my WWU HvZ Minigames. WWU is Western Washington University, and these minigames just took place on one day where we played 3 different rounds of actually humans versus zombies. This first round, or I should just say the entire rules first, the rules were that humans could interact with humans, and if a human was tagged by another human, tag being shot, then they would have to take a knee for 30 seconds. In that 30-second time, they could not be moved by their own team, but they could be tagged by another team and then escorted to that team's jail. If they were to attempt to escape from that jail, they would not be able to use their blaster and could subsequently be tagged by zombies. Zombies can tag any humans at any time, so obviously it's a lot easier if the human is stunned and on their knee, or they can also be tagged if they're just running around like a normal person. So zombies ideally would accumulate more throughout the day, and they would continue to respawn at different locations for different rounds. In this first game, they respawned at one of the central buildings, and I think eventually 2 central buildings. And humans, well, they don't have any respawns, obviously. They either stay alive the entire game, or they get tagged by zombies and become part of the horde. So this first game that we played was a capture the flag style round where we had 3 teams, red, blue, and pink. You can see that, or maybe it's not easy to see because the humans are wearing orange armbands, but also underneath our orange armbands, it's a red band. So our team that came up from Washington and Oregon, in my case, J-Lo, Lance, Steve, and myself, we were on red team. And then there are 4 other members on pink and 4 on blue. The one individual with us right now is on pink team. However, at this point in the game, their team had already been, I think, wiped out, or they were hiding and she just couldn't find them, so we made a small alliance. So at each team spawn, they had a set of their own colored flags. So at ours, which is over in the trees, I didn't start recording there initially because there was literally nothing going on. We have about 6 red flags. Over where we're just leaving is the Pink's base, I believe. So they have pink flags, but because we are with a pink team player, we are not going to steal her flags at this time because alliances are good and you should honor them until they betray you. So right now we are on our way to Blue's flag point where they have all their flags and most likely their entire team, since we hadn't seen any of them move out from that area, which is right on the other side of the zombie spawn point. And we're just doing team tactics and whatnot. This is where I probably pull out the Zombie Survival Guide, which is a great book that was actually given to me by a really good friend back in, I think, 2010. It was a good read when I was traveling through some different states. Really funny, but it's funny for these kinds of events, and I've actually brought it to multiple HvZ games that I've played at, so it's kind of just my thing now. I'll bring the Zombie Survival Guide, maybe just have it on me the entire time. It's like the zombie Bible almost. It serves no purpose, and it was a good way to maybe get killed faster, but that is what I do. I'll talk a little bit about the gear we're wearing. I am, as you can't really see me the entire time, I am wearing, man, it's embarrassing, my usual outfit. I forgot to pack because it was right next to all my gear and I just did not put it in my bag, which is really dumb and embarrassing, and they made me remember that I misplaced all that stuff the entire day. But Steve was nice enough to lend me some, appropriately, white-colored camo pants. And there's snow, so it actually worked really well, and I was happy to have winter camo. There was no hiding. Oh, here we are going downstairs. Tactical team tactics, because we're awesome. And they know what they're doing, but I don't. I just follow along. Hey, J-Lo, how's it going? But so I'm wearing that. I'm wearing my usual chest rig, which has 6 18s in it, and 2 18s on my side with some water. Secondary is a Sweet Revenge, and as you can see, my primary is a Rampage. This is a Rampage that I thrifted the previous month, and it does not jam all day, which is great. Stock darts only are allowed for this game for safety reasons. Zombies are not actually required to use eye protection, which I personally would feel it's a good idea for our zombies, anyone who's not armed and being shot at, to wear that, but just a personal thing. So I'm using elites, and here we are agreeing with the zombies that we'll leave them alone if they attack blue. I'm just going to check this corner to make sure no one surprises us. Clear. And now we're going to attack blue from one side as the zombies scare them from the other, so they can't really run away. And if they get stunned by us, there's a good chance that a zombie will run in and tag them and bring them into the horde. So I don't take an extremely offensive role on this. I more of watch the sides because there are a couple of zombies that followed us along the way. And here Chalo's just clarifying if headshots count, which they do, but some games headshots are not allowed. And in general, headshots are not the best. And so here I engage a little bit, and you can see the magic of elites as I miss every single shot, which, I don't know, that was maybe 7 shots, but still. You really realize how privileged you are to use special darts when you have to revert back to standard elites. So I watch this guy, that girl runs in and brings a zombie in. There's 1 tag for me, thank goodness. And here we have a little bit of an issue when one of our guys is using Vauberys. And if you know anything about darts, you'll know that Vauberys are obviously not regular elites, but they are knockoffs. And they have a little bit of harder heads. They're more elite style. I'm sorry, not elite style, streamline style. There's a flag, there's blue. And I guess in the cold, they do get a little bit harder as well. So their lance goes to kind of discuss an issue with those when I find I'm actually using some Vauberys as well. So I changed those out later, but we didn't realize that they were that strict on some of the rules. We thought the Vauberys were okay enough. We're using a lot of AccuFakes as well, which turned out to be the best because AccuStrike and AccuFake, I think, are close enough that we can use them. And now we didn't even realize that Lance disappeared. We're like, where's our last teammate? I know I saw him, but he's gone. There's a pink team up there. The rest of pink, actually. We'll never find them again throughout the entire round. So, also what just happened is now we have a blue teammate with us because he just started the game and they assigned him blue. He comes down the stairs and realizes his entire team has been wiped out. So we say, hey, you want to join us because you are not going to win this game since we just took all of your flags and you are literally the last teammate. So if you just stick with us, we have a pink team already. You could survive, and that'll be good enough for you, right? So here he comes with us. Turns out I think it's his first HvZ game, too. Now in order to capture flags, we have to bring them back to our base. So we have to walk to the other side of the field, no need to run, and we just have to guard those until the round is over. I think the round was set to be at 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how it all panned out. Zombies actually can win too, not just by killing everyone, but they can grab flags from people who have stolen them. So the only way that a zombie can grab a flag is if someone steals it from another's base and they get tagged while running away with it. Then a zombie can take that flag from a fallen human. They cannot actually steal flags from unguarded bases or anywhere else. That's the only place that flags are. So in a sense, the zombies really are just trying to tag as many people as possible because inevitably that would be a victory for them too. But you can have humans win here without too much trouble, I suppose, if you play it right. And this first round, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to play hard and play well to show everyone, hey, we came here and we mean business in a fun way. Don't take it too seriously. So here's our base. And there's a flag captured. And if a team comes and wants to steal their flag back, they can do that as well. Every flag counts the same amount. And here we are wondering, what's next? And the mods are the ones wearing the blue armbands. Or green. I think they're blue. No, I'm sorry. They wear green armbands for moderators, so she is also a moderator, but is playing this round. And the blues are the on-site medics. They're the ones who can handle any problems if someone falls, they trip, hit something, and there's a medical emergency. So here I am deciding to go with the blue and pink teammates while Chelo and Steve go the other way. We're just going to check our corners. We can see some zombies on this ridge right here as well. It's a little dangerous to go down fast, but hey, there they are. There's a tag, there's a tag, there's a tag. Nice when they get close and your elites can actually hit people without veering off course. Here you can see a nice open field too. Everything on this side of the road is actually off limits until you get past this stop sign. And then there actually is an area that goes down and around which is in play. So being on the other side of the street is not a problem, but at some point there could be people hiding behind there. And it turns out that's where Pink Team was hiding the rest of the round, and they just never came up to try and get us because they were waiting for the right moment. So here I am with the one blue teammate, and we are just checking out the area. Only see one zombie on the side right there on the left, and on the right our pink teammate is coming back. Now the funny thing here, and they're the mods with her, is that apparently she just stole one of our flags, and she is not making that very clear. Chelo and Steve are coming back over that way as well. Chelo's saying right now, kill her. Like, take her out, because he saw that she stole a flag. And he's like, yeah, the alliance is over. She broke all that trust. I'm gonna get right in the middle of it. And I interpret that as, all right, well, no teammates for us anymore. So instead of even just taking her, I say, well, I'm gonna kill the blue guy. In position. And she's like, ah, shoot. And now I can, as long as I'm touching her, she cannot escape. She cannot be tagged by a zombie either at this point. So here I go, taking her back to our prison. I'm sorry, she has a name too. This is Rachel. She's been a big part of WWU's HvZ scene for a while. That's why she's also a moderator.
I thought about it earlier. I didn't think we were going to go through with it, but I'll be honest, it was Chelo's idea.
See, the thing is,
was it?
Chelo's saying he saw her take one of our flags, and she knew that it was going to get her killed, but she didn't have a choice, and she was considering shooting us while we weren't looking. And in the time that I went off with her and the blue teammate, Chelo thought that she had taken both of us out, so he thought that I was dead, and was like, all right, we need to get her. So our jail is actually right across by that tree, so I'm going to drop her off there.
It's okay. Hold here, please. Thank you.
Now Steve and Chelo are going to watch the zombies that have accumulated on that left side. I'm going to watch our right, and I'm also going to keep an eye on our two prisoners, because if they run away, again, they can't use their blasters, but if they do run away, I can shoot them, and then they have to be taken back to the jail again. Or I can just watch them try to make their escape, because the only place they're going to be able to escape from is up that hill. If they go left, obviously, Steve and Chelo are going to take them out. And that hill is rather snowy, so I wouldn't recommend going up there. Well, apparently this hill is called Hobo Hill. You can see there are a couple zombies up there as well. And there he goes, making a run for it. He's unarmed at this point, and if you watch the left, there come a couple running in. Oh, I don't think he made it. And that's the end of Blue Team. Officially dead. Now we've decided we're going to leave the area. Our remaining hostage can run back to her base if she'd like, but we have no interest in staying here. We're going to go seek out some more flags if possible, or see if there are any more humans hiding.
They're not advancing.
And again, the zombies can't take our captured flags, so there's no fear in leaving our base to them. And now we're considering if we should go take the castle, because that's a really cool thing that's on this campus. There's that little single-level castle-style thing over there, I guess as Chael would say. It's not very easy to guard, but we want to go there anyways because we basically won this round. Zombies are behind us, watching the hill just in case there's someone coming down yet. I'm wondering if it's Lance because at this point I assume he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
But there he comes in. Lance to the rescue. Turns out all 4 members of Red Team have survived.
We should go in there then.
As Chelo says, it looks like a death trap. Which is why I want to go in.
Were they the Vauberys?
Yeah, he's just explaining the problem with the Vauberys that they had. And there's a zombie inside.
Yeah. There's one in here. You're kind of cute. Come here.
Sitting in the window.
Aww.
And that's game. And here we are, round 2. We have moved spawn points, so now we are where Pink Base used to be. And we are heading over to Blue Base. And I'm going to drink water, because I don't care.
How about that snow?
Also, it has started snowing a bit more. So it's gotten a tad bit colder, but we're still doing just fine.
Sounds like we managed to get rid of some zombies.
So at this point, Pink Team has been looted by Blue. We don't know if they have any flags left. Lance and Steve get ambushed by some zombies in the back, but they are able to fend them off just fine. Chelo just picked up the last flag from Pink Team.
Let's get rid of one.
I'm going to take out this lone zombie. Goodbye.
Just making sure.
And now we are going to head back.
Can't have you on this side.
No, we're not going to head back to our base. We are going to head to Blue's base, which is where our base was for the first round. And there are a bunch of zombies on the side, but we don't want to take them out just yet because we want them to follow us, kind of like what we did in the first game. We want them to support as we attack the other team. That way they can, well, most likely feed and make it easier for us to get tags and steal flags.
Yeah.
Now we cross the street and there are a couple of zombies just casually walking in front of us, as well as a couple zombies casually following in the back. Because we're all friends here. Alright, now we have made it to Blue's base. Someone firing across the street. He's got a very good flywheeler. It's a Raven. Lance goes down after being tagged by a human, so he's on his knees for 30 seconds until he can respawn in place. So we have to guard him. I fend off that one zombie, but I can't really hit him because my blaster is very inaccurate and doesn't get that good of range. Nope, and Chelo gets hit right there too. So Lance is about to come back up, but Chelo's going to have to be guarded for a while. Lance is back. There's still plenty of us, though, that are alive and are not going to let any of them cross over. And while cars are coming by, it's recommended to play it safe. And me checking range, not impressive. And Chelo's back.
Watch it.
And he runs across the street trying to get closer.
Yeah.
We got him. There's a teammate trying to help him out. I think he gets tagged as well.
Yeah.
Chelo's gonna come right in there and escort him away. So now we have a prisoner. Now our base is pretty far away, so this is where Chelo decides maybe we should just push him in front of the zombies and have him try and run away. What would happen if we walk up to a zombie and we then just push him and say, "You're free"? Could the zombie tag him then? That would be great, wouldn't it? What a guy. Chelo says, all in favor of some entertainment, so we don't steal his stuff because that's no cool. But we do push him right in front of a group of zombies, and they are too oblivious to stop him, and he's right next to his base basically, so he gets back. No strings attached. Now comes the wonderful mistakes that I make in my life. That same guy that we let go is starting to move into the trees, and I will follow. So here blaster hits don't actually count, so if he's just peeking his blaster around the corner, I can't do anything really, and I don't have the accuracy to actually get any decent shots. Some of those are okay, but nothing to write home about. So I'm just gonna walk away and reload. Oh, and he gets Chelo right there. I think. Maybe not. No, he did not. I was wrong. That's it. Okay. Now Chelo's down. Chelo's down right there, so I give him some cover. And the poor guy almost trips and falls and dies. He's okay. My leg holster comes unclipped, so I just retreat back to make sure that goes in. Steve is also down right now. And he is about to have some company, and I am going to fail epically right now. Miss, miss. Steve is tagged. I trade tags with him, so we're both down, stunned. Lance is down, also stunned.
No, I did not. You're hit.
So I just got tagged by a zombie, so I'm infected. Lance is infected. He's infected. Chelo just got up, and now he's infected too. So just like that, our entire team is dead.
I missed. Elites.
And I feel bad because I fired 2 shots and both of them missed. Those darn elite darts.
Let's go.
So now it is time to play as a zombie. Now we are moving back to where it all went down, because there are still some humans over there, and I need to tag them.
Okay, someone died earlier.
They rush in. Take cover. He misses. I don't think he actually gets me here, but poof.
Sorry.
And I feel bad because he runs right in and slips, and it felt like I just pushed him over.
Okay.
But I didn't. He kind of slipped. Or you can pretend that I pushed him over, but I didn't try to. And the other guy said that he tagged me after that. There's a chance that he tagged me during that fiasco, so I don't know if I actually tagged that person before I got shot as well. Regardless, he was a good support about it and took the tag, so all works out. And now I'm going to go respawn. Now in coming back, I went around the other side and I came down the treacherous hill, and I'm waiting for the opportune moment to move in. And the sad part is, you won't get to see that because I turned my GoPro off for it, so I will have to tell you what happened. And it's a shame because it looked really cool in person, and I'm sure it would have been hilarious on camera. What happened is that I waited here behind this tree until I saw one of those 2 humans left reloading. He was reloading a drum, so I knew that was the only chance I was going to get. I don't think they had actually seen me either, so I come in, he's reloading, I just run for it, and I think I dodged a couple because he did put a new magazine back in. But once I was close enough, I slid. Like I just went 5 feet on the ground. I slid right up to him, dodged another dart as he shot because Elite's inaccurate, and just barely reached out at the end of the slide and tagged him. And then the other guy shot me. But that was the best kill, and you won't see it. Sorry. Mission 3. Now we are playing a different game mode, which means time to change blasters. So here is a clear deploy with an ammo counter using a banana mag, the 10-dart banana mag, and this is one that Lance actually did himself. It's a yellow one that he painted, and it has a banana sticker, so it is officially a banana mag. Credit where credit's due. Awesome, awesome ideas. Now, the game mode this time,
Pizza feels great.
I believe is called VIP? Something about VIPs. I forget the name. But the point is, we have our teams again. They're scattered in different locations this time. It's also snowing a lot harder now. But there are mods who are walking around the field, the campus, sorry. And our goal is to tag them every so often. We can't hang around them the entire time, but we can come by, tag them for a point, and then come back.
We can go a lot further.
There are still zombies hiding in the area, and they are trying to, as per usual, tag us and turn us into zombies.
No reason to.
But we are under the impression that the same kind of stun rules are in place. The same kind of human-human rules are certain. But it turns out the zombies are a little bit unique this round. And it's going to cause the round to end very quickly. We just spotted another group of humans, so we are trying to stay out of their way. And in the meantime, we're also looking for the other mods that we can tag and get points. Mods, VIPs, whatever. We're just trying to get points. Now, because all of us are not from this campus, we really have no idea, even though they showed us the campus and where some of the people might be hiding and where each team starts, we really have no idea how far everyone is scattered out and how far we have to walk until we find another human being playing this game. So a lot of this is just us walking. Here we come to a nice vantage point. Not really sure where we're going to go from here, but one thing is for certain, no one's here. As Chelo says, it's definitely a MacGuffin. So we went around, and now we have spotted a small group of zombies headed our way.
They're going left.
Finally.
We should probably do something before we fight a two-front war.
Some of them seem to split off, but we're not too concerned. They're not coming at us too fast.
Yeah.
One's on the inside of there, that strange structure. I just let him walk away, but I'll try and hit him. Miss. Good job, Beret. Miss. Wow. Good job. Miss. Hit.
There we go.
No effect. I'm like, oh god. What? J-Lo's down. Lance just ran in. He's down. Steve just went over there. He's down. And that guy is now chasing me. My entire team is dead. I have no idea what to do. Let's see. Sock. I have a sock. Try that.
Whoa, careful. Are you dead by a sock? Do you hear me?
So he says that he is stunned by a sock. Not sure if I hit him or not. And upon inspection of the footage, I completely missed. So kudos to this guy for being a good sport and considering it was a tie.
That's no fair.
So he's going to let us
2 of 3?
duel it out with a little rock, paper, scissors.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
And I win! Hooray! Pick up my sock. I have 2 socks on me. Thank you very much, Lance. But he counts to 5. That's their spawn. 5 seconds. And I've got 2 on me. I have 2 socks. Do the math. I'm in trouble. So I don't throw this one. Grab the second one. 1, 2, both stunned. Grab the 2 socks again. Hit. Miss. I'm dead. So he says, killing is not the objective. Of course, none of us knew that there were special rules, and this round is going to go very quickly because no one knows that there are special zombie rules. The rule is that if you aim a blaster at a zombie, or if they threaten you with something, like a sock, threaten to throw a sock at you, they have to walk. So we tell them that in the future, it might just be a good idea to alert your players if there is a special zombie rule. You don't have to tell them exactly what it is, but telling them that there is some sort of special zombie and making it clear that there are special zombies compared to other zombies, that would be better. Last game. This one is called Nemesis. Ironically, yes, the nerf Nemesis just came out. I don't think they allow it here for this kind of game. But boy, that would have been interesting if someone brought one. Anyhow, Nemesis. There are two sides of the field. One
cool spot.
on each side has a Nemesis. The Nemesis is a super zombie. Also, she has a corgi patch. And that's adorable. I need one. The Nemesis is a special zombie, armed with hammer shots. They cannot be killed. If they shoot you with a hammer shot, you are stunned for probably 30 seconds as well. And then they can tag you. So the only way to stop a Nemesis is, well, again, you can't. He's invincible. But if you get to one of the two stations on either side, there's a mod there with a walkie-talkie. Or a phone. One of those two. Means of communication to the Nemesis of said base. That way they can tell the Nemesis which team they want the team controlling their base to go after. So right now we just captured one of the points. And we sent the Nemesis after... shoot, I don't know what team we sent it after. Either blue or pink, that's what I know. So that Nemesis is off on its own, hunting, and somewhere at the other base, most likely, a Nemesis has been sent after us. Which you will see very soon. Did I mention they can't be killed? Until we get to the other base and tell that Nemesis to stop. And we have to control that base. Which is not going to happen because there's only 4 people on our team. Each team only has 4 people, so we're kind of screwed. There's a 50% chance that the Nemesis is after us, and knowing how we've interacted with the teams during the day, it's a good chance that he's going to come towards us.
Like the guards in Skyrim.
Yeah, and then you die.
And there are actually other zombies out there too, not just the Nemesis. But obviously, those zombies can get stunned, as per usual.
A body.
So I just saw someone walk around the door. Oh, but it's someone. It's actually a Nemesis. But I don't know why he's just shooting and not trying to run in and tag, because he is invincible. I run, they run the other way. The 3 of them run out that door, I run this way. I don't actually think he tagged me, or at least he didn't say so. There's a zombie with him too, and that's actually Chelo, who takes a nasty fall. Poor guy. Luckily he did leave okay, but it was not a pleasant experience. So they're just making sure he's alright. It's incredibly slippery, and you're talking about a grass field with snow on it. So it's quite muddy and wet, and not good for running and trying to tag people. So Steve and I head off this direction. The Nemesis is, well, first checking to make sure he's okay. And he's, of course, now heading this way.
We need to get out. Let's go.
At this point, I thought Lance was dead, but he actually went away, and I think he made it for a while. He tried to meet up with the other team, but then that Nemesis caught up with him and tagged him out. So I tell Steve, hey, we're going to split up. He'll only go after one of us. He goes after Steve. And thus begins the journey home. The journey to death. This is where I run away. I find a nice little cozy spot to hide in. And I make my little goodbye speech. Farewell, world. It's nice knowing you. As it turns out, I did not die up there. Yes, I know, there's more to the story. What actually happened was, well, I put on my big boy pants. I went out, and, oh, I forgot to tell you the objective of the game. I'm really bad at this. But anyhow, the objective of this game is to capture a control point that's in the center of all this. So yeah, while you're maybe being hunted by a zombie that can't be killed, you have to head to the center of the field and sit on this control point and try and get to 10 minutes. Your team has to have control of it for 10 minutes in order for your team to win. Good freaking luck. Apparently some team actually did do it this time, but it's... yeah, right. Good luck, everyone. What was I saying? Yes, so after I did leave this area, I went out, I went to that spot, there were 2 zombies there, and I said, screw it, I'm the last one of my team, and I just stood on top of there, and they let me get there for a bit. I showed them how powerful my deploy was, that being not powerful. And I was actually doing okay because the zombies have to go respawn if I actually tag them. So I was fending them off all right. And then after about a minute,
Hello.
the Nemesis showed up. And he
Sometimes,
is
however,
still hunting red team
my team has
because
been
there was still a red teammate out
destroyed by
there.
zombies.
So,
I'm the
yeah,
last
that's
survivor.
when he chased me. I actually had a nice little slide
Camp out here for a
on
while,
this pavement,
because the zombie coming
and
after me
I
is-
got away from him, but then he
Well,
tagged me with a
invincible.
hammer shot, and it was over.
I have a deploy.
So that's how it all ended.
I have a lot of
A
ammo,
little,
but I
a
can't
little
kill
better than what I
So,
made it out to be, but yeah, we still all died this
40
round.
minutes, I'll be good.
How unfortunate.
I can't. No.
Still had a wonderful time.
Well,
Hopefully some of us can
By.
come back up here for their actual
don't breathe
HvZ
out
games or another game like this.
remember me.
The snow was a welcomed, unique field experience, and the campus was fun to play at. Thanks again to the WWU HvZ staff, and we had a great time. Farewell.